guys for 50,000 subscribers. It's super frustrating to have to rebuild a channel again, and that's what this is. This is another channel rebuild because I've lost so many channels on this platform. It's not even funny. So I really appreciate it. It's super humbling to even have one subscriber, let alone 50,000 subscribers or 500,000 subscribers. By the way, my main channel, High Impact Flicks, just got another community guideline strike yesterday. That's the second one. I can't post up there for 14 days. Got my first one a month ago, so that means the first one's not going to drop off until I got to make it till November 15th. If I get one more strike, the channel's gone. And that is super frustrating because I think we've done a lot of good work over there. There's a lot of good knowledge that was spread and a lot of people benefited. But the reason I wanted to come to you, number one, I wanted to thank you for the 50,000 subscribers. Super humbling. Thank you very much. Second thing is, the reason I titled this "America is Gone?" is it gone? I mean, are we on the brink of losing everything? And if we are, is there anybody that's going to stand in the gap and help slow this train wreck down? We already know that we have the Great Reset, Fourth Industrial Revolution, You'll Own Nothing, Klaus Schwabs of the world, these psychopaths who really want to rule us and control us and intervene in every aspect of our lives, including what you buy, where you buy it, who you buy it from, what time you bought it, what you're accumulating. I just saw an article yesterday that I did a live stream on D-Live where Visa, MasterCard, and American Express have all got together to put an identifier on anybody who buys firearms and ammunition from gun stores, which is, what is that? What is that but Big Brother? It gives and alert law enforcement officers in case, you bought something that they don't think that you should have, and you may now become a threat to society and start pew-pewing places where, the little people get educated, in the public fool indoctrination program. The 15,000 hour government indoctrination program where they tell you how to think, when to think, and not to question certain things like don't question the income tax, don't question the authorities, don't question Washington's District of Criminals, don't question the fact that mainstream, fake stream CIA infiltrated Operation Mockingbird MK Ultra media lies to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and acts as the propaganda arm for the military industrial complex. Don't question any of that. Just be good little boys and good little girls and let us put our stamp of approval on you. Don't rock the boat. So in that context, is America gone? The reason I have this channel, the reason I have any social media presence, I don't care if you go to my Twitter account, my Facebook page, which I don't use very much, YouTube, D-Live, Odyssey, BitChute, wherever you go, I'm just trying to spread the knowledge of what is truly going on. And if I'm wrong, hopefully I'll maintain a humble attitude and a posture of correction, and I'll learn from my mistakes and go on. But the best way that we can combat what's going on in this world is with knowledge. I mean, back in the 70s, Schoolhouse Rock was right. Knowledge is power. And if you think that you're going to be free, I like Jefferson said, if you desire to be ignorant and free, you desire what never was and what never shall be. If you want to stay in your ignorance, just go ahead and take it to the bank. There's somebody out there who's going to dominate you and capitalize on your ignorance. That's why I appreciate channels like, the First Amendment and Second Amendment auditor channels. What do you do when, not if, when, because it's just a matter of time you get pulled over by the cops? When they decide to hassle you, when they decide to harass you and imprison you, throw you into a rape cage, cite you, fine you, impound your vehicle, what do you do? Well, if you increase your knowledge bank about what your options are and what you could do as you stand for your rights, you can actually start pushing back the tides of tyranny. Because if you don't want to control your mind, if you don't want to control your body, if you don't want to control the things in your life, don't worry. There's somebody out there who wants to control it for you. We all know this. There's some psychopath out there who wants to get into the control panel of your mind and wire you into thinking their way. into accepting their tyranny. And the trade-off is, hey, we'll give you a little bit of comfort and security. That's why Benjamin Franklin said, if you give up a little essential liberty to obtain, I'm going to add politically promised security to it, you deserve neither liberty nor security. If you desire to stay in your ignorance and not build upon your knowledge base so you can help yourself, help your family, and help everybody in your zone of influence, then maybe you deserve to go down. I don't know many people in my zone of, and I see people in the chat room. I can't read it until I have my spectacles on. Don't forget to give this video a like, by the way. How many people do you know? A lot of people. I'm talking to you personally, whoever's watching this video. Do you know many people at all who know anything about the Bill of Rights, the Constitution? What are the 5 elements to the First Amendment, for example? Do you know anybody who knows the answer to that question? Because I'm pretty sure they're not teaching it these days in public schools. When I was in high school in the 80s, I don't ever remember, even civics class, I don't remember anybody saying, now, this is the Bill of Rights, and this is super important. And if you give away your rights, you'll lose them. And if you lose your rights, you'll lose your life. I don't remember anybody driving that home in my 15,000 hour indoctrination training and programming. Do you? What are the 5 elements of the First Amendment? Congress shall not make a law prohibiting what? Congress shall not make a law prohibiting religion, assembly, petition, press, speech, RAPS, RAPPS, religion, assembly, petition, press, speech. So do you know anybody in your zone of influence who knows the 5 elements of the First Amendment? And if not, why not? Because I don't know many people in my zone of influence. If I asked them right now, what are the 5 elements of the First Amendment? They don't know, and they probably don't care. And that's sad, man. That is super sad. I just got a message from YouTube because I was trying to contact them in a direct message on Twitter saying, guys, you know that this is an unfair strike on my last channel. You know that the content that you're saying is violent and graphic is on mainstream media outlets, on news outlets, and you're leaving it up there. So that's what that beep was right there. So do you guys know anybody? What's up, Dark? What's up, B-Dub? Isaac? I'll be on high alert from now on. Let me ask you guys personally. Do you know RAPPA, R-A-P-P-A? I do RAPS, R-A-P-P-S. Religion, assembly, petition, press, speech. It's just real easy for me. But do you guys personally know the 5 main elements of the First Amendment? Congress shall make no law. Well, what if they do? What if they do make a law? Well, then they went against the Constitution. Why do we even have the Constitution? Nobody's following it. Nobody's obeying it. A lot of Americans don't care about it. Right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. How many people do you know that actually keep and bear arms wherever they go so that they protect themselves, their families, and everybody else in the supermarket or wherever they're at? How many people do you know that really, take that one step, advance one step, and empower themselves? There aren't many. I mean, and if they are, they're concealed carrying, and I don't know about it, and hats off to them, because that's strategically superior to open carry. Because if a madman is going to come in and try to shoot people up, then the first thing he's probably going to look for is, let's eliminate the threat that could potentially be more powerful than me, because I want a safe working environment. So strategically looking at things, yeah, concealed carry is way better. It's way more superior than open carry. I open carry because I want to teach people, and I want to acclimate them to the fact that, hey, you can have a gun. You can have a firearm. It's your freedom. It's your inalienable right. You don't have it because Congress sanctioned it. You don't have it because there's a Second Amendment. You don't have it because law enforcement says it's okay. You have it because you're a human being. And a lot of people don't take the time to realize, you know what? I do have rights, and I haven't been exercising them. And that's probably why I've been atrophying in my ability to be a powerful, empowered individual. In this case, American. See, You don't have a right to keep and bear arms because you're an American. You have a right to keep and bear arms because you're a human being. And who's got a right to keep you from keeping and bearing arms anyway? That's what I want to know. So I just wanted to do this short video. I don't want to ramble too long. I appreciate you guys being in here. Don't forget to hit the like button. I've got another video up that's going to come up on this channel later today, and 2 other videos on my Grease Monkey Videos channel. Again, if you're following me over on High Impact Flicks on YouTube, I'm not going to be able to post over there for 14 days because I got my second community guideline strike, which means I'm just hanging by a thread again. Hey, this is the fourth time in the history of High Impact Flicks that I've been 1 strike away from losing the entire thing. I don't want to lose that channel. And people are like, just abandon YouTube. It's like, for me, it's not about YouTube. It's about, that's the platform that I have an audience of 550 or 560,000 subscribers over there. I got like 47,000 on Grease Monkey Videos, 50,000 here. It's that I don't want to abandon my audience. I don't want to abandon the mission that I feel like I have toward the human race to, help people increase in knowledge. Because how do you keep America from going down? You become a knowledgeable, smart individual. You read stuff, you survey the landscape of what's going on in society. And it's more than reading stuff. It's like looking inside and going, what kind of person am I? Am I the kind of person I want other people to be in society? If you're not, then work on yourself and be that person. If it is to be, it's up to me. That's not just a cliche, it's true. If you want a good society, then you be a good person, because it starts with you. You're part of society. Do you make society better? I mean, markedly better, or do you make it worse? Because, I mean, I'm seeing a whole bunch of garbage people doing garbage things to other human beings, specifically doing bad things to little people. And it's like, it's getting worse and worse. And maybe it's because we didn't have the internet back in the 80s. Maybe it's because I was a snot-nosed kid and, just working on my own stuff. And I had my zone of influence and my scope of what was going on in the world was relegated to watching TV, which I hardly did. Maybe it's because we're more aware of the perversion. Maybe the perversion's always been there. It's just more highlighted and brought to the surface by social media. I don't know. What do you guys think? It seems like things are getting worse and worse. It seems like people are getting more and more perverted, more and more intolerant, more and more divided. It's amazing to me that CNN has any ratings at all, not just declining ratings, that they have any ratings. It's crazy to me that anybody trusts Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity on the one side, and Rachel Madcow and Chris Hayes and all the other leftist psychopaths on the other side. I don't even understand why you go to mainstream news to actually get the truth. It's not there. It's not there. They're making the country worse, not better. They're not telling the country the truth. They're lying. And like I said in my last live stream, you don't have to go any further than weapons of mass destruction. That is the lie of all lies for these people. And then there's the lie of omission. There's the lie of commission and the lie of omission. What about the lies that cover up the existence of the crime ring known as the Federal Reserve and the Internal Revenue Service, which is the biggest domestic terror cell on American soil? Why don't they say anything about dismantling those things? Those money-sucking, parasitic organizations filled with a bunch of power-tripping psychopaths who just want to follow orders and they don't give a damn about American freedoms. Because it's all about the Benjamins, right? It's all about the big bucks. Anyway, I appreciate you guys being here. Do you think things are getting worse? I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, if you guys want to support the channel, hit that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. There's 182 likes right now in the room. Just hit that thumbs up button. Share this video with everybody you know, everywhere you can on social media, because that's really what helps channels out. I really appreciate it. If you want to support in other ways, the links are in the description. Grab a hard-hitting shirt or do Cash App or buy me a coffee or whatever. I appreciate it. I usually end with be safe out there, but fight for freedom out there. Even if you're the only one that you know that fights for freedom, fight for it because it's worth it. And if you lose it, you'll have nothing. What do you want? You want to be sitting next to me in FEMA Camp 5? I don't want to be sitting next to you in FEMA Camp 5. I mean, if it comes down to it, I'd rather sit next to you, but I'd rather not be in FEMA Camp 5. I'd rather not be in a camp because I'm a dissonant and a dissident. I don't know, man. I don't know. Things are falling apart. Things are falling apart, and I don't want them to. Let's be the glue that holds everything together. How about that? No matter how much it hurts, no matter what it costs, because you know what? If I'm going to go down with this ship, I want to do everything that I can before it sinks underwater. I want to do everything that I can, or that I know that I can, to look back and go, you know what? I'll look back for the short time, because if I'm going to drown in the ocean, you know, and get eaten by sharks or whatever, I'm not going to have very much time. But I want to look back and go, well, I did all I could do to save this freaking ship. I did all I could do to mend the hull, to keep it from taking in water, to throw the psychopaths, the tyrants overboard who wanted to take our rights. I did all that I could do. I said all that I could say. I want to at least be able to say that. I don't know. Maybe there's karma. Maybe all this kind of stuff comes around. I don't know if there's an afterlife. I don't know if there's a heaven or a hell or anything like that. All I want to do is be the person that I want society to be. I don't want to ask of society something that I'm not willing to commit to myself. Let's put it that way. All right. Enough said. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. We already got 249 likes. That's awesome. Share this video. If you think somebody can benefit from this video, share it with them. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.